Hello everybody and welcome back. Today we're going to talk, Jerry, about zebras.
Ooh,
Striped demons.
striped demons. I understand they could be temperamental.
They are pretty interesting animals, but we'll get to that soon.
Good. I have some questions. We'll be right back.
See you soon.
Welcome back to Southern Oregon Safari.
And we're the Buffalo Roam.
I'm Jerry.
And I'm Hayden.
And like Hayden said, we're going to talk about some crazy horses.
Yeah.
Are they horses?
Well, they are. They're equine or equus. So
Okay,
yeah, they are
equus.
horses. They're in the horse family. They're Paracetdactyla, which means an odd-toed ungulate. So your rhinoceros is a Paracetdactyla. But for instance, like then the opposite would be the Artiodactyla, which would be the split hoof, like a cow or a giraffe. Those would be split hoof animals. But odd-toed ungulate is Paracetdactyla, and that's what we're talking about. Zebras being Paracetdactylas.
Okay, didn't realize that.
Yeah.
All
Maybe
right.
more information than most people need, but that's just a little nugget.
Now, a question I hear a lot, and that is, are zebras black with white stripes or white with black
What
stripes?
do you guys think? What do you think?
Well, what color is their mouth and their nose? Would that give us an idea in their color?
They're actually a dark skin, dark pigment with lots of melanin. When you look at the skin, it's a dark skin. So the white is not their color. The white is a basically the hair follicle allows the stripes to turn white. But it's a dark skin animal. It's actually a black with white stripe, not white with black.
Black with white stripe. So the joke question, dad jokes, I hear this a lot, is what's black and white and red all over?
The newspaper. Or a zebra if you hit it with a car, I guess.
A zebra with a sunburn?
A sunburn. It's sunburned zebra. I like it. That's a good one. I like that one.
Dad joke.
Yeah, that's a good one. So, you know, and one of the things that people don't realize is I just brought up that the Paracetdactyla is an odd-toed ungulate. So believe it or not, the rhinoceros, I think we've talked about this, the rhino is actually in the horse family. He's the closest relative to zebras and horses. With the rhino, a lot of people think, oh, a rhino's got to be like a hippo. Nope, not even kind of. So the zebra and horse family is the closest thing to the rhino. So when they tell you there's no such thing as a unicorn, you can tell them that's not true.
There is one.
But anyway, so yeah, that's another little nugget. But yes, they are black with white stripes, and it's thought that the coloration, the vertical colored stripes, is there to actually get rid of small predatory creatures such as horseflies that have a painful bite. And when you look at zebras, they will get some flies on them, but the horseflies that are really bite hard are confused by the white and black stripes. It does some kind of weird thing with the solar sun. When it hits it, it just throws the horseflies off. It's not to say that a horsefly will never find a zebra and bite it, but the horseflies really get confused by the black and white stripes. The other thought process when it comes to scientific processes or thoughts is that the stripes also confuse predators in other ways. So when a predatory animal such as, like, say, a lion or even a tiger, even though the zebras are African, tigers in Africa are not in Africa, so you would not have tigers and zebras, but predatory cats, felines, most of the animals, they actually prey on zebras. When they see the motion of a zebra, a herd of zebras, they run in groups together, and as they go up and down and they're running together, it looks like one giant, it confuses the predator. It looks like one giant creature, and the way it moves, it's really hard for them to pick out a target. So that's the other thing. So it has multiple anti-predatory purposes. A, for the small predators such as the horsefly, the bloodsucker, and then the carnivores that would hunt them. It's not to say that a lion or a leopard or a cheetah can't get a zebra. It happens all the time, but it's really hard for them to pick one out and get to focus and target and go after it. And that's why they run in groups, because usually the slow old Uncle Bob at the back that's moving slow is usually the one that gets taken out, or the babies. But again, that movement throws the way the predator's eye absorbs the light and the information coming into their eye, those stripes up and down throw that animal off, and it's hard for them to focus on their target. So a little redundant, but that's basically what's thought. That's the current today's feeling on the stripes of the zebra.
Kind of a neat adaptation for that type of creature.
Nature and God really does some amazing
Yes.
things, you know. I mean, we really have no idea, and half the time we think we figured it out, and then 10 years later somebody comes up with a new theory. But that is the theory that I believe as well.
Now, can zebras be crossbred with other equine?
Yes, we have zorses and then there's zonkies, edonks, or zonkies. And those basically are part zebra and part mule or donkey or horse. Well, not mule, but horse or donkey. And you know, people think that's a great idea. You know, zebras are, even though they are in the horse family and seem very horse-like, they're nothing like a horse. I mean, horses can be pretty tough, and horses can really hurt you and inflict a serious injury to you. But let me tell you, a zebra, you know, most zebras range between 700, like for instance, like the Grevy zebra runs anywhere from 700, 750 to 1,000, 950 to 1,000 pounds. That's a really big male. But a horse that would be twice its size, that zebra would whoop its butt.
Whoa.
Zebras are super powerful. Pound for pound, they're much stronger than a horse. They're way more aggressive. They're way more intense, way more powerful. And they are big biters. They use their teeth and their hooves and their feet and their legs. And for instance, they grapple. So if you watch zebras arguing or fighting it anyway, they will literally, if they want to get you, they will grab they'll take their front leg, wrap it around your leg, and then lay down on, pinch your leg, and then lay down on top of you, and then get their victim.
Oh.
And so horses don't, I mean, not that horses can't do that, it's happened, but it's not something you see horses doing very often. The other thing I've witnessed zebras doing in the past is you get a zebra that's aggressive and ornery, and you put him in a pen. Horses won't do this. At least I've never seen a horse do this. I've watched zebras literally run at somebody that's maybe 4 feet outside the fence line, walking by, and slide, throw their feet out from under them, and slide on their side to get their head and neck out from underneath the corral with their mouth snap, 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 like a snapping turtle, just snap, 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 trying to grab you and grab your leg and pull you in.
Vicious.
You won't see horses do that. I've seen zebras, males, especially males, the stallions. And again, you know, well, not again, but males are stallions and females are mares, just like in horses. But I've watched stallions, witnessed stallions being that aggressive where they want to get to somebody that bad, slide on their side and get their head 3-4 feet, trying to get right where you're standing and grab you on the way by and pull you in. And like I said, maybe somebody will say, oh, I've seen a horse do that, but I've never seen anything like that before. So they are very intelligent, very powerful, very intense, and determined like you've never seen. And a mean zebra, most zebras are not friendly. They're usually not nice. I've seen a couple decent ones that are somewhat handleable, but they all have a wild hair up their rear, and it doesn't take much to tick them off and make them want to go after you.
A striped horse with attitude.
So that's why I call them, I call it striped demons, but I also call them land sharks. Striped land sharks, because they are bitey, mouthy, and they're very aggressive, and they're not toys. They're not to be played. A lot of people think they're gonna make a great pet. It's not a good pet, folks. I promise you. It's, if they get a hold of you and hurt you, or if they ever get a hold of you, the injury will be far worse than what a horse will do to you. And they're far more apt to injure you than a horse.
Okay.
And I've even seen some really sweet ones who are really friendly. They can even get pretty nasty at times. So heads up on that. If you think you're going to get a zebra as a pet, you better do some serious research.
A lot of good information here.
Yeah.
A lot of good
and
information.
there's 3 zebra species left. There was I think 6 at one point, but 3 are I believe extinct now. We have 3 left. There is the Grevy zebra, the mountain and plain zebra, but there's some subspecies inside the mountain and plain zebra. For instance, like a Chapman zebra, the Burchell zebra, stuff like that. There's a short mane zebra, but I think a lot of those have become extinct or so severely endangered that there's almost none left, except maybe in captivity.
Okay, so on the verge.
Yeah, and they all range in different. And then another neat little fact for everybody is no 2 zebras have the same stripe pattern, just like your fingertips on your.
Oh, like the fingerprints.
Yeah, like your fingerprints. No 2 zebras have the same patterns.
Oh,
Isn't that amazing?
I never
No 2.
thought about that, huh?
Yeah, they are all that individual that you'll never find 2 with the same stripes.
So now we know zebras are black with white stripes.
Yes, we know that now, and they are basically in the same.
And they're ornery.
And they're ornery as heck.
Not good pets.
No, not good pets.
Okay.
So,
well, thank you, Hayden, for the great information.
my pleasure.
All right, we're gonna go film another episode for you guys to show in the following week to come. So stay tuned for that. I'm Jerry,
I'm Hayden.
and this is Southern Oregon Safaris.
Where the buffalo roam.
Yep, we'll see you guys.
See you soon.